glitter. Interesting, very interesting. So let's just let's. Yeah, I couldn't come back last night. By the time I got done watching some videos, I was like, shit. The yeah. Other realms are calling my name. So that's what I did. Ooh. And I did it very well, y'all. Did it very well. Thank you all for like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Let me know how y'all are doing. Lord. I literally just cleaned my nails. Literally. I can finally put on my sweater. Shit. No, I'm fasting today. Not eating. It's funny because I didn't wake up hungry. I didn't feel no type of way. Okay. So we just gonna jump right into it, y'all. What in the mother what? Damn, this is old, but I never did hear about this. This is crazy. What the fuck? Is that a man or what? Hello. Look like he got a skirt on. I'm confused. But there is still slavery going on, y'all. Not only just in America, this is all over. And this shit gotta stop. Motherfuckers really need to quit playing the victim when they are really literally making victims themselves. There's another video. Let me pull it up. A lady was seen walking in a slave outfit, and you know, the person that seen her is asking her, was she okay? The channel is Ashanda at Large, ASHANDA at Large. When was it posted? It doesn't say, it does not show me right here, but hello. Children, go play with your parents, please, and stay out this channel. So, yeah, she was seen in slave clothes, and somebody asked her, "Was she okay?" Well, I mean, why wouldn't somebody or somebody that cares ask if she was okay? Because obviously slavery is not supposed to be around, right? But like I explained to you guys before, and hi, hello, thank you guys for sharing, subscribing. Like I explained to you guys before that, unfortunately, we still do have slavery, but a lot of the slavery is going on too in the islands. This is why is it an issue? Because we're so called claimed to be lazy and whatnot. This is the reason why welfare is still around, to help people still get out the system. You understand? The system that is created, and if it's still taking this long for people to get out of the system, it doesn't make no sense for people to still be in slavery. Hello. Even though they may be scared, this is part of Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. Stockholm syndrome happens to women like me, and or men in complicated, just low self-esteem relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was me at one point. I had a low self-esteem, so I had to get out the relationship to even, like really search and find who I was, not only who I was, what was my purpose in life, and did I really want my children to go through and experience the same thing? No, I didn't. So this is a real thing. This is how slavery was created, off of suppression of people, of women, of men, the embarrassment of the slave masters raping the men and the women in front of each other, like, and then, the slave master's wife or husband or whatever being jealous of them having sex with the slaves. Like, the repetitive, this shit is still exists and it still goes on. You can't say and claim that people are claiming to be victims when we are clearly looking at racism every day. Hello. Hi. Thank you for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe, please, and thank you. These things are factual. We can't sit up here and really say that this is not happening anymore. It's not, saying, oh, you guys are playing victim. No, we're sitting up here, we're still advocating, and we're still fighting for people that are outside of our race, people that are of our race, people are, of multiple races and mix of nationalities. Understand that it's very unfortunate the way that things are being covered up, the genocide and the confusion of the history told itself. But like I told you guys, this is going to really, this boycott of really like buckling down the dollar and fighting for what's right is necessary. It's over necessary. Hello, how are you? You guys let me know how you guys are doing too. I hope you guys are doing well. Every day, all day, all night. I hope you guys are doing all right. Fighting through this, healing the inner child, and becoming more aware of what's going on around us. What is that? So we have to become more aware of, what's going on around us. This is why people that don't understand how the system works and why the system is in place, all they did was ultimately in the places that we're working now, where we're still working on for their fucking corporations. All the slave masters did was go sit behind a desk now, sit at home and work from home, and have people working at their establishments in uniforms. We're still in the uniform, and it don't matter what color you are. And it's just that's the connection and the understanding that I could see in what's going on. That's why a lot of people are opting in and should be opting into making their own business, their own establishment, and not making more slaves and being fair and equal to people that you hire. There's enough revenue to go around. If your business is more than, overly successful, there's no reason for you to still be paying somebody minimum bare fucking wages, even just coming into the establishment. After they learn what they need to learn and they're working, they need to just go ahead and get paid more than what they're worth, really. We're priceless. Oh, you're saying spirit. Um, I believe, yes, in my higher self. Why is somebody being like that? Fucking police. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, religion is the problem. And they don't understand that yet. How, the system is created. Well, they're just being lazy and they're just doing this and they're just doing that. First of all, if we all really true had access like these people on these Caribbean islands, matter of fact, let me see the island in which she said she was at, because they did actually say the name of the fucking island, where the lady was. Just okay. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. But it just really pissed me off all over again. Like, this shit is sad. They up there talking about people are genociding, white people in fucking Africa. It's not happening. It's happening because of people simply being disrespected, and it didn't even have nothing to do with the white people. The white people were actually unaliving young children and people that were walking on their farm or took a piece of food or a piece of vegetable and unalived them for it. They're not even the one, what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it happens here and there. And this shit is frustrating still. But yeah. Let me see, hold on. Dressed in plantation clothes, walking a dog, and had a little Caucasian girl beside her. And she actually went back on. I wasn't able to pull that video, but she went back on to explain that this is not how she typically dresses, but this is how she has to dress for work. And she is not a slave. This is why the divine feminine energy is attacked as well. Because the divine feminine energy can see through the illusions and bullshit. Ultimately. Oh yeah, she just said the name of it. Hold on, Nevis. It's called Nevis. Nevis. Nevis is an island in the Caribbean. This is why I advocate so much the way I do, especially for feminine energies, definitely for male energies as well. But for male energies to understand that, honestly, quite blatantly, I'm going to say it. The white man's system, you want to be of and like the white man, but you're not supposed to be just like the system that we were enslaved by, that you and your forefathers were enslaved by, that our mothers and grandmothers were enslaved by. Why? I come across people like that all day, every fucking day that have businesses that still want to, oh, I'm going to enslave. Why? Because they don't want the person that they employ to do better than them. Why? You got to understand the mentality and the principality that you're dealing with in that energy. The jealousy, the hate, and the rage. Simple as, oh, well, I don't want to pay your tax dollars so you can live off of food stamps in Section 8. The fuck? You mean? We don't want you to guys to live in RVs and cars. We're going to put more fines and penalties. And boy, I tell you, we're struggling to get out of a system while they're steadily trying to keep us boxed in. And you guys wonder why we are frustrated. You wonder why the shit happens the way that it does, why the weather shifts, why the earth shakes, why the volcanoes blow. Do y'all really wonder why? Right, jealousy doesn't have a face. It doesn't, and that's what I have to tell people all the time. Case workers hate me, and they do shit to fucking spite me because they don't understand how much they're stuck. Oh, because they read it from a book, because they got a fucking degree, that they think they can live my life better than I live my life for me, when they're living in stagnation. Because I don't want to live in stagnation, because I have a quiet, peaceful life, because my life is not all chaotic and crazy, and I want to stay away from the crazies, and I have to deal with them on the phone. Like, I have to deal with them just to get by. Why? Why? Educational values. We're learning a slave mind mentality of staying enslaved, just for them to go get a degree and the master to try to keep us enslaved, to convince us of what we don't, try to convince us of what we do see. For them to try to unconvince us of what we understand from what they can't see. You can't see. If you're not gifted, if your vibration is not high, you are not going to be able to see what the fuck is going on. And if you got just so happen to come across an earth angel, somebody that can see, that is explaining to you in layman's terms, and that shit happens in your face and you jealous, so jealous for. God is showing everybody, quite literally, you don't need a master's, you don't need a fucking degree. You don't even have to know how to read. It's not me putting down people saying, oh, well, children don't go learn and don't go read. No, that's not the fuck I'm saying. Don't take nothing and twist what the hell I'm saying. What I'm saying is you don't have to know how to read energy. It's what you feel. And quite literally, we're getting to see that people that don't use their emotions, how they will run your world, your reality. This is the shit that people voted for. So why don't y'all get it? Why don't y'all get it? We don't hate y'all. We try to educate y'all emotionally. Emotional intelligence is the highest of intelligence. We don't hate you motherfuckers. Like we wouldn't care to have the time of day to try to hate somebody, truly. I've had people do some dirty dog ass shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with them. I don't have to interact with them. I don't have to see them. I don't gotta talk to them. I don't have to. At the end of the day, I could block, 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 block. And I don't even want to talk about that right now because I'm gonna talk about it eventually. I have pretty much talked about that. But fucking these caseworkers, these bitches, they're gonna pay for everything that they fucking do. To any and everyone that y'all keep doing fuck shit to, y'all gonna pay for that shit. Just because you don't believe somebody's fucking story. Just because you believe you better than somebody in their story and what the fuck they're actually experiencing going through. Somebody's arrogance and fucking insecurities run how they feel about you. They can cost you your life. Why? The men supposed to protect and be a gatekeeper. Y'all going by the white man's ways and systems. The fucking the multi-wife shit. It's the devil's playground. A lot of this shit is the devil's playground. And it's how you fucking use it. The jealousy, the things that are unforeseen, they can't be explained, the hate, the deception is in suppressing the woman. How do you expect all of these emotions, right? All of these things that people experience equates down to what's unforeseen, Stockholm syndrome, right? A woman, a child. Children cannot express everything that they feel. I'm gonna give it to you in layman's terms. Babies, you have to figure out what they need. We know the basic of what they need: changing, feeding, attention. And this is the sick mind of what these people have: nature versus nurture. And there's everything in between that. If you don't birth that baby will have gas, intestinal problems. If you feed that baby the wrong thing and continue to feed it, that baby could possibly die and have bowel obstructions. So there's a line of understanding the baby's emotions from what can't be said. And how many adults right now go through emotions that they can't explain because they haven't either experienced that or they don't have the words to explain that. They don't understand how they feel. And then they're just going off of, oh, okay, well, I read this in a book and this is just what it is. No, it's not. That actually came from the up top that time. That was very interesting. Confirmation. So, dudes with polygamy, y'all expect a person, whether it be a man or a woman, with all of these feelings and emotions and, you know, just to suppress their emotions and be okay with suppressing their emotions for the rest of their lives and submit to what you want them to do all the time and it just be your way. That's slavery. It may look nice and cute because y'all go on outings, y'all do this and do that, and oh, we're going to have family time. Well, guess what? Honestly and truthfully, men don't have that type of compassion. It's very rare that you can find a man with that type of compassion, let alone for a child. Definitely not let alone for multiple women. Mothers, and we're going to get to this. Why is Oshun praised more than Yemaya? Why? Yemaya is actually the mother figure. Not only the mother figure, the nurturer, the loving, mothering thing that nobody can live without. While Oshun is what? Vainful, whatever you want to call it, conceited. Y'all praise that more than y'all praise, and it shows. That's what y'all want. So that's what you get. Y'all can make fun of the mothers, the nurturers. Y'all can do that. But guess what? When we want to stay away from y'all energy because we see what's in you and we're trying to speak to your higher self that wants to be in you, and you're steady holding on to your demonic self, that's fine with us. And we're okay with it. But we're just here to be guides. We can't make you do anything. We can only show you the way. We can't make you drink the water. Understand what doesn't really need to be said. But yet we're saying everything, we're explaining everything. Y'all don't understand that the suppression of that mothering energy and what they want to really kill and murder, that mothering energy, and why once you get it and you lose it, you want to unalive that mother. Because the person wants to grow, heal, and mature and move on with their life. Because she understands who wants to be her master when she's the master of herself. You just need to master yourself. I don't play I'm not playing in the devil's playground. And now I know when you know better, you do better. For shit, sure. Any and everybody should know better and do better. But when they know better and they do better only for contracts and money, when you want to control somebody and not guide them, teach them how to protect themselves. And y'all, this is the problem. Microwave society. They want to move fast and get it quick, but not move right for longevity. Pick your battles. Pick them wisely. If you ain't never took the time to take yourself seriously and what you need for your life and your care and your understanding in the aspects of respecting your higher self and who gave birth to you, understand, I'm not just talking about your mama. I'm not just talking about your, because a lot of us had mamas that had pimps. We're going to get down deep and dirty because I'm coming to the realization of aunties and cousins and uncles that was pimps. And this disgusting sexual nature of how children became victims and how they were being sold for a piece of crack rock actually was happening. And how the adults knew what was going on with these children and did nothing about it. That's the motherfucking CPS system right now. Understand, if they had to go under the same scrutiny that they putting other people under, then bitches would break. They would not be able to stand. And that's their job, is to break your spirit. They've already summoned your soul. Their purpose is to break the spirit. This is a government system based off of a secondhand spiritual law. Understand that this happened on the soul level before it happened in the physical level. So understand, and I'm not shaming nobody that's struggling with addiction, that's had a pimp in their life, in their family, and has been susceptible to. Understand the energy and the principality and what you have to fight is what I'm simply explaining. It's just as hard as it is to understand. It's just as hard as it is to talk about. Understand that your fight is against addictions, other people's addictions, besides your own, and how you got into that space and that place around people. Understand that these people came from these type of different backgrounds as children, now adults in a system with the same mentality. Oh, it's not me, so it's not gonna hurt me. I just need to make this money. Like I said, this is legal child trafficking. We need to understand these systems as a fucking whole. Or we're not going to be able to explain. We're not going to be able to get out of it. We're not going to be able to do nothing about it. Oh, I heard Donald Trump say the other day, I'm a pimp. And then I see the videos and I understand the message now. I can speak and talk on it now and explain it to y'all. That's what that fucking means. They're looking at us as their hoes, their mules, their slaves in uniforms on different levels. Some get treated better than others, some don't. But guess what? Your fines and your penalties that you're going to have to fucking pay for, they will be paid in full, times infinite. This is what we mean by break generational curses. Break them and break them now. Work hard, fast. Fast on whatever you have to fast on. And it's a hard, sticky, nasty situation to get out of. You know why? Because the boys in blue, those officers that know, those officers that are weak for money, those family members that are weak for money, for their drug, whatever their high is, their ego, those ones that will sell out, those are the ones that you're going to have to feel the energy and quite literally through the phone know who to speak to and what to say, how to say, and why not. Simply through this YouTube channel. I got to know what to say, how to say, what to say, and how to say it, and when to say it, and why. Because I know these motherfuckers been watching. Get y'all shit together. I know others have been watching, but the right ones have been watching as well. And it's not a game. It's not a game. And God wants to show y'all just how much y'all was not going to make it unless you do the work. Understand what don't need to be said. For the purposeful intention, whether it be family or not, a complete perfect stranger. You had foul intentions for anybody, you got to pay for that, whether it be me or anyone else. But this is why it's important for everybody to take your power back. Understand that we have come from still being in slavery. It's just an upgrade in slavery. It just looked different. Don't be fooled. This is why I'm perplexed at why the fuck do a bitch got the nerve to be jealous of me? Why the fuck does a man, a female, whomever, have the audacity, the pussy balls to be jealous of me for what? Understand, there are people that don't want you to make it in life. They don't want you to fucking breathe. And you don't know them. This is why I support. This is why People may come across me and it may just be a message before it's too late for them. I know I had people walk into my life, not literally, but came through, came across them through my phone. And if I hadn't come across them through my phone, I wouldn't be alive today. There's so many people that don't make it. And they will use these vices, your weaknesses, against you. And it's just very sad and sick when they use your children. And they try to tell you your children don't love you, your children don't want to see you, your children don't want to be with you. Bitch, I know better. Stop trying to feed my children lies. Because y'all been caught up. Stop trying to misrepresent me because I know who I am. Because you were too weak to be stronger. You gave up and gave in to a system to be a secondhand slave master. I'm so glad that holidays don't rule my life. Because if they did, I'd be fucking ruined. That's why y'all need to understand that these holidays are a facade. One of the biggest facades. But not only for money, for control. Because if you teach your children to be materialistic, ooh, Jesus, I say thank you. Woo! I say thank you. I'm glad I teach my children to love each other and respect each other. And one, you guys can take turns. You guys can be patient with each other. That's okay. Take a deep breath. You can express how you feel. That's fine. We're going to find some words that help you better express in a different way. Or we're going to find a way to express just exactly how you feel. I'm glad that teach your children not to be materialistic because these motherfuckers, oh, grooming. This is grooming. Stockholm grooming, the worst and the most prettiest bows and the most, you know, nicest smiles. And oh, I'm gonna get you a brand new. Don't you want one and one for you and your little brothers and sisters? Don't you feel like that's much better than being with your mommy? Yeah, you think so? Your mommy's not gonna have that. She can't afford it. In the background, this is what and how they want you to function as an adult as well. This is why we see a lot of adults fail themselves ultimately because they went by the means and the ways of a failed system instead of taking the high road, instead of learning how to take the high road, instead of finding how to take the higher road. You have to find that shit. It's not easy. When it comes across you, you may let it go a few times, but when you find it and you know that it's good, hold on to that shit. It's some good shit. And even too much of anything may not be good for you. So you may need to switch it up. I've had to switch it up just to find my way back to me. And finding me has been the best thing. And it let me see all the illusions. And they mad because I'm gonna kiss their ass. They mad because I'm gonna break, I'm gonna bend. I'm like the movie Spirit. You want to break me? Good luck. God's going to break you in ways that you didn't even think you can be broken in. And God is the best way to do it. These motherfuckers still sitting around here playing the victim while they're making victims. This is why I say this. They're playing the victim while making victims. Can we justifiably get somebody to go get that lady to let her know she don't have to be a slave? What's going on with family unit? What's going on with their family unit? Why are they so broken that they got to keep a slave around? Just a question. I believe it's a really justifiable, good question. What is going on with your family so much that you're so deprived of that you need a slave? And they're really asking for what they don't want to say out loud. And they want to rule it. They want to tell it what to do when it's chaotic. It's free. It's wild. It does what it wants. Does what it needs to. Everything is literally breaking down because of the mistreatment, because of the judgment, etc. The neglect of the divine feminine energy, not just any energy. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Get your shit together, keep your shit together. If you're karmic, find your divinity. You have it. You can grasp it. I've came from it all. I've understood. I've seen it. I've felt it. All. I'm there with those children. Everybody will be released. Understood. This will be exposed. This will be talked about. This will be shared. This will be ruled on judgment. You guys are going to understand, for those who mean harm to the innocent, for these vile people that want to keep up this facade as if they're here to do good things and good deeds, they're obviously not making good change because they keep having blood on their hands. Blame the people that actually got blood on their hands instead of blaming somebody that's innocent. Start there. And everywhere else. Where are the children? And then that's another thing. There is this lady that has been held in prison that has been getting first class treatment in prison by Trump. In the same year that he was in office. the lady got put in prison for trafficking. Same year he was in office and Epstein died. These affiliations are real. And they're traceable. It just took certain people to be able to put it together, to be able to expose it, and to be able to speak about it. It's not that video. Where is the video? This is evil, and it only takes 4 minutes. Let's see.
Prison staffers who recently leaked to the public
And the prison staff actually exposed this information. The prison staff exposed this information about how well this lady was being treated in the prison and who was treating her right in prison. Why? Because it needed to be exposed. It needed to be exposed. They got fired. But the people that were still catering to this lady, Maxwell is her last name, they still have their job. And remember, we were just talking about how the prison, correctional, and motherfucking Epstein, and I told y'all, I said, just wait for it. It's coming out. It's there. It's in those files. I'm picking it up spiritually and making the connections. But all of this is it's all connected. The movie stars, the directors, that protection of that one hole. Cat Williams was talking about, yeah, this shit is real.
How Ghislaine Maxwell or Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell or Gazelle Maxwell getting special treatment in prison. And she knows Trump. Trump knows her. They all knew Epstein. Organized crime.
Well, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, she doesn't deserve to have her name pronounced correctly, so whatever. But anyway.
And you can find this video. He just made this video, didn't he, today? Oh, a day ago. It's called The Ring of Fire. Oh, wow. The Ring of Fire, huh? How this keeps making an appearance. And yes, The Ring of Fire YouTube channel. There's a blue background with white letters that read capital ROF. I follow him. He is good at his information, no lie. So, speaking of rings, this is the year of the snake. We are actually, I understand now, we are actually a whole complete circle. Why? Because why don't they want us to go up in the Grand Canyon? There is a way, and there's a reason why, that in the movie, what's that movie called? I like that movie. In the movie, what is that movie called? Adrenochrome, yeah, and how they put the adrenochrome in a pill, and she took and they were using them as like donkeys. They kidnapped them and they put them through surgery, and they put those packs of pills in their stomach, gave them passports and everything, and it's called Lucy. And she ended up, when the bag burst inside of her, like, and then with the pill is blue. Understand that the energy that is coming, the healing energy is blue, right? Like Yemaya. Yemaya is blue. She's that mothering, healing energy. Blue, throat chakra, blue, healing, your words, vibrations, heal. Understand they know what the fuck they're doing. So in the movie Lucy, they said that's when they took the some cells or something from the children, and they put it in this pill. In what else movie? Jupiter Ascending. It's also depicted in Jupiter Ascending. But in Lucy, when you can see her mind or whatnot, when she's showing, if you speed the car up and it's going like this, eventually you can't see it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's the way energy and frequency works. So while they're putting this, another one, Star Wars. In Star Wars, the scene where they have the goggles on and they're in another, reality, and they had to use those goggles to get out of the place where they were at. It's all in organized crime, stealing energy from children, Monsters Inc. This man, they go into fucking prison. These people are going to prison. Donald Trump will be impeached. But the thing is, regardless if he's impeached or not, the whole point of this needs to be, what are we going to do from here on out as a protective guideline of ourselves and our families, our children? What are we going to do? We can't keep sugarcoating them with bullshit like Santa and this fake ass Jesus they want us to worship. We can't do that. For people that want to keep doing it, you need to keep doing it and see where it lands you. But ultimately, for the ones that want to keep exposing that shit for what it is, organized crime, and how they are oligarchy and how they're controlling the masses through MK Ultra, through Project Blue Beam, Project Blue Book, these different things and entities and principalities that they have made contracts with. That's the life that you want to live for your child and your children and your children's children. That's what you want to do. You want to simply cease to exist. You want to go to purgatory for the rest of your existence. God chooses to let you have another one. Do you want to be locked into their system without your soul, without your purpose? That's what it's about. Hello. It's up to you to fight for you. I'm fighting for mine. I won't give up. It will never Never ever meant for me to give up for mine. How Lucy got so advanced. It was by remaining childlike and not childish. Understand that's very powerful. They're more scared of you than you are them. Once you step into your power, you'll understand it. I was gonna pull some cards, but daggone, I knew this shit was gonna get deep. I knew it was deep. So this lady, and just like I'm pretty sure they treating P Diddy like royalty in there. Are people going to really have the self discipline at the end of the day to control themselves? Your lack of self control is exactly what they depend on. Your impulsiveness, your reaction, your actions, everything else is an illusion. The memories, remake them, serve your purpose. Archangel Michael. Oh wow. Shut the fuck up. That's how I know I'm on it. I'm on it, y'all. 3 weeks ago, there's gonna be a Lucy 2. 3 weeks ago, there's going to be a Lucy 2. That shit crazy. Yeah. I don't miss. Back up. Ah, go away. Hmm. Time, matter, control are no longer theories. And Lucy, she's beyond every limit we ever known. She's becoming what? She's becoming evolution. It's the next phase of existence. When you feel everything, Jesus Christ. Ah! No longer confined by the biology of memory. Yeah, y'all have fun with that. Y'all have fun with that shit, because this shit is real. The very existence. It's the difference between, extinction and evolution. Which one do you want to become? And quite literally, if the people that choose to just be low vibrational and stay on low vibration, they're they'll probably never figure it out. They will continue to dwell in the abyss in what they choose. It's like repeating a cycle and staying on that cycle for the rest of your life and never changing. Um, they said that's what hell is, right? Y'all ever seen Lucifer, the Netflix series? Y'all should go watch that. That shit is it has a lot of truth in it. Um, they actually put a lot of truth in that series. Um, I just say wow, and that's what hell's like. It's staying in the same loop over and over again, and never evolving, never changing, always stagnant. And what are they trying to do right now? They're trying to keep us stagnant. They're trying to keep us in the same mind frame and state of mind, in the slave mind mentality. Break that shit. Break it. Break it. Break it. Y'all have to stop being so damn scared of words. Shit, I be scared of these motherfuckers speaking over my life and really trying to change my life for the worse in everybody else's life. Why would you want somebody else to live worse than you? Question. When we're all supposed to be evolving, ask yourself the question, please. This shit cray cray. It never fails. Well, I'll do a reading some other time, probably tomorrow. I had to really delve deep in how this shit is going to be exposed. Money laundering. I mean, this is, oh my, he's gonna have to pay. Ain't no fun. The rapper got the gun. And a lot of times, that fear is not you. That fear is a projection. It's their spiritual goal. You have to project into your life something else. 369. Think of that. The ring of fire. 369. 3 and 3 is 6. The portal. Hmm. In between the Bermuda Triangles, there is a portal. And I said there's a portal. I was thinking it goes up and down, but it doesn't. The portal that they show, it goes underground and like a rainbow in the Egyptian hieroglyphs. They show that it's time travel. They coming out with a Twilight Saga number 6. They coming out with a Lucy number 2. They coming out with They showing Elon Musk kissing the robot. Yeah, go ahead, keep being deadbeat ass daddies behind these rich millionaires that still don't want to be there for their children. Still can't be there for the children. Still don't. Just fuck me sad. These motherfuckers ain't shit. You gonna go after them and follow after them. They can't even run their own life. Pick better role models. Matter of fact, be your own fucking role model. That part. Take the good parts and leave the bad. I'm just saying, like, you gotta start somewhere. Forget that shit. And you see energy that is not for you and not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just like leave it the fuck alone. Cut it off. Ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, for real. Cut it off. Love yourself. Give yourself loving words of affirmation. You are, look, one. Yeah. Computer been talking. The computer been talking. So, words of affirmation. Hope you are great where you are. Whenever, remember, readings are timeless. Whenever you come across this reading, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your love, support, and admiration. And hopefully, you will find admiration and be your best affirmation and best admiration and you're the best person that you can look up to for yourself. Strive for that.